HASAN, HASAN, he's the guy I watch on the daily.
I'm Hassan Piker. This is Austin. I broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, all the girls, and all the MBs are having a fantastic moment because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. Couple days remaining in 2024, folks. We're alive, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic one. Folks, this is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of Hassan Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. This one is for all the parasocialists out there who want to know what is going on in your world, Hassan. I need to know what you've done when you weren't live. I need to know. I need to live every waking moment, every hour with you. I ended the broadcast last night and I got Kaya ready. What did I get Kaya ready for? For her spaying surgery. She was supposed to get spayed today. Now, if she was getting spayed right now, she'd be getting spayed at this very moment. She wouldn't be here. And there's a reason for that, and I will get to it. It was a very annoying morning for me, but it's okay. My mom is recovering from her knee surgery. She's the bionic woman now. She went and got a knee surgery at some Methodist hospital. Apparently, they prayed for her afterwards. It was cool. My dad thought that was really funny. Haas, is that Coke or coffee? Anyone that knows me knows that I do not drink Coca-Cola with ice. I prefer it cooled. You know this. This is cold brew. Chat's like, nah, you're drinking Coke, dude. There's a lot of people in the chat that want to be the woke of the day, it seems. Let me tell you, I don't like it. This is not something you want to repeat. I have not drank a sip of Diet Coke, like Coke at all, since BDS. I mean, I guess I just like substituted it to other sodas, and I have a shit ton of sodas anyway. But yeah, I have not touched that in a minute now. End of the broadcast last night. Got Kaya prepped, rested and ready to do her surgery this morning. I was supposed to do the surgery this morning. It was like a last second. There was a last second availability to get this spaying surgery, and she's gonna get this gastroplex, I think it's what it's called. It's like a gastropexy. Yeah, they'll take her stomach and staple it basically to the side of her belly so that it doesn't flip, because apparently big dogs sometimes have the tendency to have their stomach flip and then they die. So it's a necessary surgery for big animals in general. Anyway, once she's under, they were like, let's pack that up too. Let's snip that up as well. You know, let's spay her and let's do that as well. So I was like, perfect. There's a bunch of drugs that you're supposed to give her. There's like anti-nausea medication. There's like gabapentin or whatever it's called. Like there's the, you know, oxy for dogs that you got to give her ahead of time. She's not allowed to eat because they're going to be operating on her stomach and stuff. So I get a call randomly from the vet and they're like, hey, by the way, I don't know who did this. We're so sorry, but your dog can't get surgery today. I was like, the fuck? Well, I'm like, I prepped her. I gave her all the drugs and stuff. Like, what are you doing? And they're like, oops. Sorry, maybe we can do it tomorrow. And then they were like, let me call the vet real quick and then I'll get back to you. And at that point, I'm like, all right, surgery fucking canceled, right? So I gave her food because I'm like, my bitch is starving. That's a big old bitch. She needs her food. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll just give her food for the day. They call me back an hour later. They're like, hey, by the way, if you bring your if you drop her off today, she can get the surgery done. And I was like, well, I gave her food. And then they're like, all right, 20 minutes later, they're like, oh, we got to check back with the vet to see if they're down to do it. I'm like, okay. 20 minutes passed. They're like, okay, we lied. We can't actually do this surgery today because she ate. I'm like, oh my God. All right, whatever. Fine. Can I do it tomorrow? They're like, sure. Call back again an hour later. Finally, we got it down. They're going to do it on Monday, hopefully. Okay. And I'm worried because I don't want her to get on her period again, because if she goes through the heat cycle again, she is not going to be able to get spayed for like 2 to 3 months. And the reason why she can't get spayed for 2 to 3 months is because when she goes through her heat cycle, it's not normal. She gets it like once every 6 months, but when she does, it's not just a month long. She literally will then get pseudo pregnant every time. She thinks she's pregnant for like 2 months afterwards, and it's like, oh, and she's lactating. It's just like a whole ordeal. So I'm just trying to get this snipped up and done before, you know what I mean? My poor baby, my poor child. I will argue, why not to spay? It will win me woke of the day. No, you will not. People will destroy you. If you were to ever advocate to not spay your dog, literally every like animal welfare advocate in the chat will find your home address and kill you. People have been yelling at me over not getting Kaya spayed, despite the fact that it was my veterinarian. My vet told me not to get her spayed. You know what I mean? Until later, so that she could develop fully. Not true at all. I think it's ridiculous to remove organs unless there's a reason. Yeah, the reason is called not getting accidentally pregante. There's also ovarian cancer, and that too. That also factors into it. Was Fish a pit bull? I have a pit bull with crazy skin allergies we can't seem to fix. Yes, Fish was a pit bull, and the only thing that he had allergies towards was salmon. He couldn't eat fish products. So as long as I never gave him fish products, ironically enough, I don't know how that worked out, but as long as I never give him fish, like seafood, he was fine. Does Kaya howl like crazy in heat? No. When she gets into heat, she gets like really lovey-dovey for the first like 2 weeks. She pisses more frequently. She comes up to me and is like very loving. And then the last 2 weeks, she's like a menace. She goes from either bullying dogs to never be around her to bullying dogs to try to get them to fuck her, I think. Like, I don't really understand it. It's just like the targets don't change, or the targets kind of change a little bit. She will either hate like female dogs and being around female dogs, or she will hate being around male dogs. And once the targets substitute, it's like she'll be like, she'll bully dogs to like try and get them to hump her. And it's annoying. She is a menace. The last 2 weeks of her heat cycle, she's a fucking menace. She is really big, so it might actually be early for her to get spayed. But if she gets false pregnancy, it should be done now. First of all, she's really big, but it's fine. The 2-year marker is like the perfect time for large dogs to get spayed. It doesn't have to be longer than that. Look how incredibly zooted she was. Look at this.
Because I'm supposed to take her to get spayed, and the vet tells me I can't get her spayed today. They reschedule it. They were wrong to schedule it at this time. So now she's just on drugs and fucked up. Gaia.
Look at that dumbass face. This morning she literally was just like TOMMYINNIT complimented your fitness journey in this new video.
Learn basic Photoshop.
What?
HASAN has been in fitness training and this week released some pictures showing off his new body. HASAN, I am newly single and willing to experiment.
What
My
the
DMs
fuck? Yo, what is this, John Oliver, dude? What is this John Oliver shit? Someone said Gary Sasan. How dare you? It's TOMMYINNIT. How dare you? Also, Jason the Ween has officially announced the 20v1 Friday 5 p.m. PST. You will get to see my autistic Riz come out in broad daylight as I'm in the ear of Jason the Ween as he rizzes up 20 girls. And I'm in his ear telling him what to say and what not to do. Hey, Son, I love your content, but please get off your phone during Fear End. It's really annoying. That's crazy. Half the time, I'm literally looking up things to talk about. And secondly, there's 3 other hosts on the pod. I'm either booking stuff or I'm actually on my phone looking at new things that we are going to be covering. You don't tell an eagle not to fly. Thank you. There's 3 other whole ass guests on that podcast, man. You can focus on them. Chatters are baiting for woke of the day. I know we should have never done this woke of the day shit. Now it's like people are being annoying. Someone said woke of the day should be done with a 1-week ban so that people don't try to compete for it in an effort to make sure that people are not like abusing it and trying to get that position. And I agree with that. It was so hilarious when Austin was like talking about his non-binary Uber driver and literally was like, I love that they are them. That was a banger. Look at me anytime HASAN ever brings AustinShow on the stream. Look at this. We get it. We get it, dog. You got a wife. Okay. Fucking stop flexing. Stop flexing. Austin's getting a lot of play on TikTok. He's gonna love this. Stop flexing that you have a wife, dude. We get it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, look at me. I'm a fucking wife guy. That's crazy because that's me shitting on wife-ophonics. And now it's turned into it's turned into an audio in and of itself. Megaphonics constantly sneaks in that he has a wife. Recently, anytime Megaphonics wants to say something, he'll be like, Oh, that's crazy. That video was so old that, like, you know, I didn't even have a wife at that point, and now I have a wife. The last time you covered a mass shooting, I didn't have a wife, but I have a wife now. When you're covering this mass shooting, it hits different. How is this even relevant? Why are you bringing up that you have a wife? Damn, that's crazy. I love having a wife. It's just like, I relate to this experience because I have a wife. Big wife guy moves in the chat. Classic wife guy. You wouldn't get it, maintenance. All right. Do you remember this Austin classic? He hasn't changed when he crashed at the wrong time.
Contract opposition. They're cooperating with the union leaders and the other building trades like Monty Anderson. Why are you clapping for that?
That's a good thing, right?
Okay. No, dude, they're cooperating with other union leadership
That's good.
in other trades to squash the...
Shit. I clapped at the wrong moment. The letter. I'm sorry.
He's been destroyed by these like many clips like this that he is so careful. Remember that time when it was like me, Austin, Pokimane, Tubbo? We were doing ban appeals, and Austin was like defending this chatter who was just like a straight up neo-Nazi, and he didn't realize it. What is this? I think they figured out the New Jersey drone thing. Advanced air mobility testing corridor. Yeah, I think that my initial assessment being that there's probably a bunch of like defense contractors and whatnot testing out their drones, which is freaking people out. But then that freak out has caused mass panic and collective psychosis, where people literally think every plane or even stars or even helicopters. It turns out that that is, you know, there is full-throated panic on there, and it's most likely not aliens, and it's most likely not fucking Iranian mothership shit. This one motherfucker at work was telling me he read on 4chan that drones are flying over New Jersey because the International Space Station is broken in half and hurling towards Earth. 4chan? You said Fort Chan. Bro, I don't understand when people are like, yeah, my coworker's on 4chan. That's an insane thing, bro. Your coworker's not supposed to be on 4chan. That's not coworker information. Coworker memes are like Hawk Tua. Hey, you say that Hawk Tua girl? She's fine. I heard she's got a cryptocurrency. I'm gonna buy it. Like, that's what coworker memes are. Coworker memes aren't like esoteric Nazi platforms. You know what I mean? God damn, dude. They need to fucking lobotomize your coworker. Yeah, Joe Rogan is coworker memes. You don't live in the real world. You can pay attention to both. What? Brother, I'm willing to bet if you were to talk to like 90,000 randomly selected coworkers, you are going to find at most 1,000 people that know what 4chan is, or no, let's say have ever been on 4chan, okay? That is insane to act like, again, the bus driver test, okay? If you went up to a bus driver and were like, hey, are you familiar with an anonymous website where people can just post whatever the fuck they want? And oftentimes there is this political sector on the anonymous website where everyone posts like every slur that they've ever seen, and oftentimes will you know, dox random people and try to get the police to go to their house and kill them. And also, they are all neo-Nazis. Like, the bus driver would be like, I don't know why you know this. I don't know why you're telling me this. Please get out of my bus. Like, coworkers know who Andrew Tate is. That's definitely a coworker. Coworkers know Joseph Robinette Rogan, right? That's coworker shit. I work in a specific industry. He was so crazy that he argued that Cutie should just get over it, and instead she was asking for it. One day in a conversation, I lost my fucking mind on him. He quit a month later for a job at the FBI and failed his clearance investigation and is now jobless. That person needs to, of course he failed the security clearance, dude. He needs to have his hard drive checked. That person, that they were going to use him to manage the FBI's trove of CSAM. He should have been he should have been applying specifically for that role. He would have been great at that. He would have been like, listen guys, I brought my own CSAM. What do you mean? I thought it was, you know, I was just getting ahead of it. Your coworkers might not know what 4chan is, but your coworkers are going to know what, you know, TikTok is. And there's a shit ton of 4chan-ification happening on TikTok. They're going to know what TikTok is. They're going to know 4chan memes from TikTok in general. That is the unfortunate reality. TikTok will be banned soon. I doubt it. I think Trump is going to save TikTok because he's my goat.